I want to make sure my ring is
Hey,
off.
welcome. Hi, friends. Jason Jones here, and I'm live with Sarah Cole at Project Biz Lab this afternoon. And today we're talking about sales conversations. Sarah, what do you think is like the number one problem people have with their sales conversations?
Hey, Jason. So, the number one problem with that people have in their sales conversations is that they don't have a strategy. They wing it. Maybe they have a PowerPoint, but overall, I would say they don't even know they're in a sales conversation sometimes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like what typically happens is that we spend a lot of time getting our spiel down. Like this is what I want to say about what I do so that they can get excited about it. And then we come in and ask a couple of questions to see if they actually maybe are shopping for that or need that, and then launch into our spiel. Well, that's great. Let me tell you about what I do. And then talk, and then hope that they get excited too.
Yeah, or it's old school sales conversations. Like, remember the features and benefits sales training?
Yes, which all of that conditioned you for launch questions. Sarah, do you ever have any challenges with like lead generation? And you would
Yes,
say,
yes, I do. Of course, I
oh,
do.
well, that's fantastic. Because in my program, we really show you how to generate leads and how to do this and how to do that and how to do this. And what do you think of that? Right. And you're
I'm
like,
trying to have
whoa,
the face that someone would have. Like,
yeah, right. It's like,
wait a minute, I didn't
oh,
want to be sold to today. Wait, what's
right. I didn't
happening?
I didn't know what this was coming. I don't even know what to do with
Was it
this, right?
like, go
And
away?
yeah. And the natural, and so what's natural to us as human beings to do what? Push
Yes,
away,
exactly. Like,
move away,
no,
right?
you're selling something to me. I
Yeah.
am not interested. I do not have 4 easy payments of
Right.
19.99. Like, go away.
Right. And and for us, for those of us that are like doing the selling, it's like, oh my gosh, they're not connecting. Maybe I should be louder, more excited, say more, tell them more, which just has them like
Yeah.
retreat. Like, how do I get out of this situation here?
Yeah,
I mean,
like
at its worst.
glaze over, and then go into Minnesota nice. Like,
Right.
I think I'll think about that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let
Uh-huh.
me think about that.
That's really, really interesting. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really, but it was great to meet you. You're really nice. Or this, I love this one. That's amazing, Sarah. I bet you help a lot of people,
Good for you.
right? Which is like, I don't want to talk to you about it. I'm not your people, but I bet you help. You're great. And let's just not talk anymore.
Yeah, you help so many people that are not like me. And good for you. But
Right,
no
right,
thank you.
right, right. So the big question is like, if I'm not just going to go in there and be really good at talking about what I can do, like, how do I approach this? And you've invited me to be able to come and talk to your tribe at Project Biz Lab coming up next Tuesday, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's right. We have this guest expert series that every month we bring someone in that is an expert in an area that I am not an expert in, to round out the things that we do at Project Biz Lab. And actually, Jason, your ACCS, Adaptive Conversations for Conscious Sales, is actually a part of our curriculum here.
Mm-hmm.
But we just scratched the surface. And I really, so many people that I talk to say they don't have any sort of sales strategy, or they don't like, when they are having a meeting, they're winging it. And I just thought, we have to open this up a little bit, because there's such a need, and it's perfect. And yeah, so I'm so excited to have you.
It's going to be really, really fun. And what's really fun about it is that we get to talk about how to have buyers sell themselves in your sales meeting, whether like saying,
Mhm.
wow, Sarah, like this Project Biz Lab is like really amazing. And I could really see how I'd be more effective. And I can really see how you'd really help me kind of nail down my niche. And I can really see how I could like generate some more leads with what you're talking about. Right. And you're
Mhm.
selling by going, uh-huh. Yes,
Right.
I could we
Right.
that's available. That's so when should we start, right? And isn't this what we all want? We want our buyers to be enthusiastic about what we have to offer.
Yeah, and also what I love, and we all know this anyway, like if you're doing all the talking, that's not that there's something wrong. So we all know this. However, do we know really how that shows up in a sales conversation when we actually have something to sell, we have something to share? So how can you not be the one talking the whole time? And what I love about your strategy is that it has people leaning into the conversation and
Hmm.
pulling it forward and saying, "Oh, yes, I want to hear that." And maybe they're even frustrated because they're like, "When do I get to hear about this awesome thing?" Like,
Hmm.
enough of the chit chat about me. Let me hear about what how we could work together.
Right. Like,
So,
how will this work for me? How is this gonna like help me? You've got my attention. They're leaning in rather than like us pushing on the other person and then hoping that they like relent kind of thing.
yeah.
It's a long ways from the 80s where the sales training was talk until they throw you out or buy what you're selling.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
a bad
exactly.
strategy that will kill your business starting at this point. So yeah, so we're gonna look at what is the secret to that? What is the strategy to have them be leaning in and interested and wanting to know more from you? And what is it that has them like really get clear that your solution is what they need and want, and to recognize that in that moment? And and I tell you what, it's not like gymnastics. It's not some crazy thing you have to memorize, and it's not a gimmick or technique. We're not showing you how to technique anyone. This is all authentic selling. You get to be authentically you and come from your
Yes.
place of integrity and really guide the person in the decision rather than trying to convince them that they should
Right.
do something.
Well, we don't have to convince people to come on Tuesday.
No,
Because
we don't.
here's the deal. I asked Jason for three things that are worth the price of admission, which is $79. And it's an hour and a half interactive workshop on Zoom. So here are the three things that you are worth the price of admission. How to keep your buyer confident, empowered, and in choice during your entire meeting. How to lead a conversation that opens up new points of view for your buyer, and how to do all of this without lots of telling or pushing. This is so, I think the name says it all, and there's a lot to unpack, but adaptive. Okay, help me out, Jason. ACCS,
Adaptive
adaptive
conversations for conscious
conversations
selling.
for
Yes,
conscious selling. So
that's the approach.
that's the approach. It's a conversation. It's you're pivoting and adapting, and you're listening, and in a just a gorgeous way, that's really respectful to the people that you might want to work with. And actually, this also could lead into a sales conversation that you realize isn't a perfect sale, and
Mhm.
how to adjust and adapt to that too. So it's really a wonderful thing. I'm so excited for the world to know more about this. And Jason, you're a brilliant coach, a brilliant, brilliant business coach. Yeah, there's going to be a ton of gold and interaction where if you've got some tough questions, bring them with, or as they develop during the webinar, you'll be able to ask them and get just the best business coaching from Jason.
It's going to be great. We're going to have a great time and learn a ton. The link to register is with the post down below. Go ahead and join us, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thanks, Sarah.
All right. Thank you, Jason. Thanks for taking this time out with me today. I'm really excited about Tuesday.
Me too.
And did we say what time it is? I just want to make
Oh,
sure
2
we
p.m.
do.
Central Time.
That's not true. It's 3 p.m. Central
3
Time
p.m.
to 4:30.
Yes.
Well, we're
What
just
Sarah
making
said.
stuff up. It's actually at 3 till 4:30. So on Tuesday, August 6th, this Tuesday, and it'll be wonderful. Great to see. I'll see you there, and I'll see all of you there.
Awesome.
Go register.